Hello, God's little angel. You're welcome to another class of Christian religious studies. Our topic for today is God saves his people. There's so many reasons why God saves his people. He saves his people because he loves them. He saves them to preserve them for future generations. God saves his people because he's a jealous God. He saves his people to prove himself strong and mighty. And he saves his people so that his name will be praised. God loves every of his children and takes care of them alike. Let us take a look at the story of how God used people to save others. Our story will be the Israelites in Egypt. When Joseph became the prime minister of Egypt, his father Jacob, with all his children and grandchildren, all went to Egypt. That was how the Israelites started living in Egypt. They lived in Egypt and multiplied and filled the land. They increased so greatly that they filled the land, to the extent that a king who was in power was scared of the Israelites' growth and subjected them to hard labor. The Israelites built the cities of Pithom and Ramesses so Pharaoh could store things there. But the more the Israelites worked hard, the more they increased in number and spread out. The Egyptians became very scared of them and made them suffer more with hard labor and without having any pity on them. But God decided to intervene by the birth of Moses. When Moses was born, his mother hid him for 3 months, and when she could no longer hide him, she placed him in a basket and secured it with a sling and laid him by the river bank. The daughter of the Pharaoh found him, and she named him Moses because she drew him out of the water. Moses grew up like an Egyptian prince, but yet that did not stop him from hating the way that the Israelites were treated in the land of the Egypt. There was a time that he killed an Egyptian guard that was beating a Hebrew slave because he was trying to protect the Hebrew slave. After he killed the guard, he ran away because he was scared of being caught. After a while, God asked him to return to Egypt with Aaron and tell the new Pharaoh to let his people go. But Pharaoh refused, and because of this, God sent 10 plagues to Egypt to punish Pharaoh and his people. After that, Pharaoh let the people go, but just as they were about to cross the Red Sea, the people of Egypt chased after them. And God performed his miracle again, if you remember, in our story of how God saves his people from danger and let them cross the Red Sea. That is to tell you how much God loves his people. Moses also told God to use someone to lead the people of Israel, and God appointed Joshua. You can see God used Moses and Joshua and Aaron to save his people. I believe you enjoyed the story. Goodbye.